So we're mixed farmers. We're based at Lawloit in Western Victoria. It's a family farm with my wife Alison Boucher and Hamish and Sophie Bennett, our kids. Majority cropping with the livestock portion of the farm as well. We're also farming in the eastern Wimmera and the southeastern Wimmera at Tulkara and at Wallaloo East, and that's sort of been a move that we've made in about the last 5 years. We didn't have storage facilities here. We've got some smaller silos. We've got quite good infrastructure at home. We've built some storage facilities of recent times and gradually built up, but didn't have any here. And we had quite a bit of hay in our program last year, and also we wanted something that was a bit multi-purpose where we could store fertiliser and all grain. So this last year we actually had just 400 tonne of grain on the ground because we were jammed up at harvest time and couldn't keep the headers going. So we wanted to try and overcome that. So we wanted to give us some flexibility at harvest time, and we also wanted to be able to store MAP and urea, which we've done this year. Like generally, when you're living in the Wimmera or in Victoria for that matter, you actually sort of know who does a good job and who doesn't, and Action have got a good name. So that bit was quite easy. When we delved into it a little bit deeper, the consultation process was very good. So the things that we actually wanted in a shed were able to be incorporated into the shed as part of the build, not as an add-on later on. So the concrete, we're talking about the concreting of the shed and the panels, the wall panels, that's a one-stop shop. So we ask and then we get, Action Steel provides. So that bit worked really well too, because, and that's also on site at Stawell as well. So it's very easy, it's close. So it's 30 k's into town from here. So that bit was really easy as well. But they were probably some of the things that really pushed us towards using Action Steel, and that the fact that the build was an incorporated build. It wasn't us building a shed and then somehow having to try and work out how we put some concrete in it and put some wall panels in it to be able to store grain or fertiliser. Well, as I said, the consultation process was excellent. Like quite often, you know, when everybody's got, like in a modern farming business, there's a lot of stuff going on, and same with a business like Action, there's a lot of stuff going on. But look, nothing was overlooked. Everything we spoke about was addressed. Everything that we wanted was done. The shed was finished when it was finished. It wasn't waiting for us to hang extinguishers, or it wasn't waiting for us to get downpipe down so we could actually remove the water from the footings. The bracing was solid, which is what we requested. Everything that we actually spoke about was done plus more. The finish was excellent. The concrete panels, which you can see in the shed, there's flashing on the top of those, so it stops any fert getting down behind that. We didn't know that was going to happen. So they're little things that actually make an enormous difference when it comes to actually operating a shed. So that part of it's been faultless. It's been delivered to the specs plus extra, and the erector was extremely good. He was also very particular, and like that's a big plus as well. Well, having built 2 or 3 sheds in the last 8 years, look, this has absolutely been the best experience out of those sheds. We've built a workshop complex at home, which we had no workshop. You know, we didn't have a workshop that had a concrete floor up until about 3 years ago. So we built that. We also built a large hay shed, but this has been the build that's been, I would suggest, the most professional and the best finished, and with the least amount of headache. So without denigrating any other shed erectors or builders, this one's been exceptionally good.